what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Gators move the chains on the designed run for the quarterback. Another facet to this offense.
Yeah, and so many things to defend. You think about the Gators, you think about speed out wide, you think about speed and playmakers at running back, and now you throw the quarterback into the mix, and I think that's when you've seen them have the most success in the recent history, just a guy at the quarterback spot that can absolutely hurt you.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Miranda. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Miranda. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. pick. Got room on the return. The 20. He's at touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going for a big play right off the bat. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. The offense changing the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Under fire. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go!
On the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, I love it. This This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Finding an escape route. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal.
6 remain. 6 remain.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Now on the option. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They're ready to set the tone for this new season, going for it on 4th and goal. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they loved.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. And he did that right there.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Now on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jukes his way for more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got some room in into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25.
Military stun.
From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. He's piled up 65 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit.
Number 12 on the field goal.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Gators need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. He caught it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to power it in. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Here we go, here we go. Come on.
Goes to the option. And he can't complete the 1st pass. Let's see if he can get settled. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. He got it. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That lead in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
So now it's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. The give to the tailback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Wants to throw on third. Scrambling away. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll leave it with him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Gets some yardage and gets down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweet cut there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 0.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
42, Florida, 17.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. They'll go back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. He'll take it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Pretty sure that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Number 13, set to kick off.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times. So here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gators in the hurry-up. Trying to beat him to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He gets it in there for the 2, and he'll chop a couple off that lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the ground, it's Bohannon. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Rides to back and leaves it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
25.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll run play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it.